Hello everyone, this is the Prussian Prince with another Total War Attila tournament match cast. This is going to be the Attila League, hosted by Fixer and Rebel King. And this is actually a best of 3, because this is group stage. Well, it is only group stage really, it's, this league that is. TWL. It's going to actually have 2 people advancing out of each group, but this one is just a traditional league with best of 3 instead of 2 games. Anyway, so this is going to be an interesting match again, as I am playing against Panda Warrior of Agony once more, so we'll see if he can take his revenge. I am playing as the Ostrogoths and he is the Vandals in this first game. Let's put it in slow motion and go over the build. So I have Royal Sionist General Bronze 1. Then I have on my right flank 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen Bronze 1 with a Germanic Lancer. On my left flank 2 Noble Germanic Horsemen Bronze 1 with a Germanic Lancer. Up front you can see that I have a bunch of these Germanic hurlers, 5 Germanic hurlers in total. As for my infantry contingent, well, I have 2 Gothic Warband in the center. As for my left flank, 2 Gothic Warband with a Thracian Oathsworn. And my right flank, 2 Gothic Warband with a Thracian Warrior. Now for Panda's build, who is playing as the Vandals, he has a Germanic Noble, different compared to me, that is. A Germanic Noble General with Brace. In terms of cavalry, well, we see 3 Noble Lani Cav on his left flank, 2 are Bronze 1, then we see 3 Noble Lani Cav, Vanilla, all of them that is, on his right flank. For his skirmishing contingent, we see a bunch of these Germanic archers actually, 5 Germanic archers. We have a Germanic pike up front. On the left flank we see this Warhound unit. It's Sarmatian spears. Have to be really careful about it because it is pretty good against cavalry. Then we see, of course, 6 Vandal Berserkers. What else would you expect out of Vandals, I guess? Well, nothing else. Anyway, let's start the game. So, as you can see, since I have Germanic hurlers, he has the skirmishing advantage because he has his Germanic archers. Something to keep in mind. He has 1 pike unit, which I do not. However, I have a distinct melee infantry advantage. In terms of numbers at least, and I have this Thracian Oathsworn, which pound for pound is going to beat everything that he has. So yeah, that is something to keep in mind. Then I have, in terms of cavalry contingent, he definitely has an advantage in that regard. But let's see how this one is going to play out. I'm going to move up my Germanic hurlers, going to try and out-skirmish him actually. Which is going to be difficult because he has Germanic archers, But as you can see here, I'm actually trying to just bait his arrows at full range, because at full range he's not going to do too much damage. Here I'm precision shotting, and I'm able to get some really nice rear shots off into his Noble Lani Cav. Not killing anything, but definitely doing the damage. Unfortunately, I cannot deliver another volley, but that was decent for me. That volley. But now I think I'm gonna have to start trading with his archers, and I think at some point, yeah, I think I'm actually just gonna move up and start shooting his archers because I've had enough of it. So I'm trying to, yeah, again I'm focusing his Noble Lani cavalry, still hitting it here and there, as you can see. Now I'm targeting his Vandal Berserkers, as you can see here, and they take a lot of damage even to these slingers. That was the first volley and it already killed someone. But here, as you can see, I'm actually slowing him down and still not killing anything here, but I'm gonna get my Cav charge in here into his Noble Lani Cav. But my support is much quicker. Actually, no, it isn't. It's quite the same. He does catch my Germanic Lancer here, which is very unfortunate for me actually. I guess I didn't even get a charge off. However, Gothic Warband here going to be rear charging his Cav. Now here's going to be an important thing in the game. He's releasing his dogs, going to kill all of these skirmishers here. That's really good for him. I get my support in here, and I'm sending in Gothic Warband, but I get my general kind of into his Vandal Berserkers, which is important here. But this flank definitely going, for me at least, the disengagement. The Noble Lani are going to die to those Gothic Warband. However, this is an important move. He has 2 cav units that are out of position. I have extra cav here, so I can use them to go around and flank. as I am right now. So I'm going to engage his Noble Cav with my Noble Germanic here. I'm killing this Noble Cav, but my Germanic Lancer dying in the process. I'm trying to send my general in here, and I'm clipping that Vandal Berserker, but not doing enough damage. This Germanic Lancer, though, rear charging both the Nobilani and the Vandal Berserker is going to be huge. I lost my Germanic Lancer here, which is unfortunate, but the Nobilani is going to die. So basically, he's completely out of position with all these units here, and this pike unit is not really achieving much. So right now, I have a lot more units than he does on my left flank, actually. So here I'm going to have to stop this unit with the Noble Germanic Horseman. I'm breaking through here as well. The Germanic Lancers definitely did their job. I'm going to get around with my Royal Sionis. I think I'm going to go for a rear charge maybe on the Vandal Berserker. So it looks like that is the case, but it's a slow rear charge because of the low speed, essentially. So here I'm going to get more of my Gothic Warband into the fray. I don't know what I'm doing with this unit though, but as you can see, broke through over here through that Nobilani Cav. I'm going to disengage my general. Honestly, I should have not even engaged him there because that was a little bit risky. However, as you can see here, the engagement is going pretty well for me. I'm just up against this Cav unit, and now I'm going to send in my Gothic Warband against the Vandal Berserkers. Going to clip part of it, so a lot of them are going to die here. As you can see, wow, look at how quickly they're falling to this Gothic Warband that's flanking them. It's insane. And here I'm getting my Cav around, even my general as well. So this rear charge by the Germanic Lancer should just finish off this Vandal Berserker, I guess. That is important. I'm going to send my general away from here because he has a Noble Lani. As you can see, my attack on my left is kind of starting not to be so effective. And this Vandal Berserker just routed 2 units off the field, which is huge. That was very nice for that Vandal Berserker, that is. It's got a lot of kills. I'm going to get another Cav charge, though, with this Germanic Lancer, which should be important. And again, my right flank, I'm doing nothing on my right flank, and he's got a lot of these units that are unable to support. Here, his Vandal Berserkers did take some damage to my Germanic Lancer charge, but since the Germanic Lancers were so depleted, it didn't really make a difference. Gonna charge again into this single Vandal Berserker, which might just rout my units here again. He gets a pretty good Cav charge here into the Gothic Warband, but not a lot of Noble Lani left, so the Gothic Warband might actually end up winning this in the long term. I've got more cavalry on the field. So yeah, as you can see here, his Noble Lani Cav is dying very quickly to my Gothic Warband. And I'm targeting down his pike because I can easily kill it. As you can see here, in melee, my hurlers might actually rout that pike unit. Because it actually does have the pikes down, but it's so few of them that may not even matter. Here I'm going to... Ooh, he does some really nice damage to my Noble Germanic Horseman, I believe with heavy shots, so a lot of it actually dies here. That was a mistake by me. However, I've still got a lot of Gothic Warband on the field here. I'm going to rear charge this Germanic pike and route it off the field. I believe he does turn it around, but it is a little bit late because I'm already in there. I've got my Noble Germanic Horseman stopping his general and this Vandal Berserker here. Looks like I'm going to route this Vandal Berserker. I've still got my general on the field who he's actually targeting and doing really well against, so I need to pull out my Royal Sionis. He's doing a lot of damage to my Royal Sionis. Already like 5 of them died to that volley. Thracian warriors here going to rapid advance into the fight. So his general here has done fairly well, but the thing is his general, is he actually going to engage him here? Because if he does, that would be massive, and it would be really... Oh, this engagement here is not going to go well for him. He's going to try and disengage, but as he does, I'm going to chase him off with the Gothic Warband. I'm stopping this Vandal Berserker with a Thracian Oathsworn, and Thracian Oathsworns and Gothic Warband against Germanic Nobles. Well, Germanic Nobles have no chance. Here, the Thracian warriors are not really making it into his Germanic archers. Unfortunately for me, they're really being knocked away. So I'm going to activate Rapid Advance here on this Gothic Warband, and I'm going to be able to just chase this Germanic archer off. It does get a little bit of a volley off, but doesn't really hit my Royal Sionis, so it doesn't kill anyone. But his Germanic Nobles general is in a lot of trouble. I'm getting this Gothic Warband into his archers here. So that's really good for me. I guess I'm going to be able to rout this archer unit. Really nice for me. But he still has some archers left, which could be very important. However, as you can see here, his general is not in great shape. I'm going to be able to just destroy it with the Gothic Warband. Or is it the Gothic? Yeah, it's a Gothic Warband and a Thracian Oathsworn flanking. So that general did not really live for long, despite it being kind of tanky with 38 armor and 143 health. It's not really too great in melee, that is. So that is it for his general. Now he just has some Germanic archers on the field and this Sarmatian spear. I'm trying to chase him off, and still, the thing is, his general is not yet dead. So what I'm doing right now is I'm chasing his general with all these 3 units, trying to make sure that he dies. He's finally dead. The second last man in the unit died, and that was his general, I believe. Took a while for me to kill his general, but that is enough to hopefully cause a chain round, and it should be. But as you can see, very, very close game. I have 297 men left. He has 270. But all the units that I have are sword units left, and this cavalry unit, which... I don't even need to engage my general. I'm just sending him away here. I just need to chase him off with my swords. And he's soon to be out of ammo, and I believe his units... Here's the thing. So I'm going to charge this unit, because I know I can just route it very easily. And that is indeed game. So... Again, I take game 1 of this series, and let's look at the stats. Well, Germanic Lancers did not do as horribly as I thought. Noble Germanic Horsemen did alright. Germanic Hurlers did a lot of damage, and Gothic Warband, Thracian Warriors, and Thracian Oathsworn definitely did very well in this fight. I mean, the thing is, the reason why I won this game is because I had a pretty good superiority on my left flank. I had a lot of units, and I had like 2 extra cav that were flanking him and were able to get into the rear of his units, which made the difference, I think. As for his Nobilani, you can see that overall they were kind of neutralized by me, as you can see. None of them actually got a lot of kills, or I guess none of them got actually cost effective. Some of his Vandal Berserkers did okay, and as for his dog unit, I guess it definitely paid for it itself, as it killed a lot of my hurlers. So that was very nice. But that is game 1, so see you in game 2. This is game 2 of the match, and we actually switched our factions. This time around, I'm the Vandals, and Panda Warrior is playing as the Ostrogoths. Let's see the builds that we're gonna go for here. So I'm gonna put it in slow motion. Gonna go over my build. I have a Vandal Warlord General with Brace. I have 3 Nobilani Cab on the right, 3 Nobilani Cab on the left. Up front, I have a mix, actually. 2 Germanic Hurlers over here, 2 Germanic Hurlers here. In the center, I have my 3 Germanic Archers. So I have a very significant, how should I put it, skirmish advantage. 4 Slingers and 3 of these really good Archers. So I guess I have like, wow, 7 skirmish units. You don't really see that too often, but... Hurlers are pretty cheap, so I guess I can afford them. Anyway, aside from that, I have 2 Vandal Berserkers on the right and 4 Vandal Berserkers on the left. So this time I'm not going symmetrical, as I usually do, but instead I'm going for more men on the left flank. So I'm gonna go for a little bit of a lopsided thing, I guess. Anyway, for Panda Warrior, who is the Ostrogoths, he has his Royal Sionist General with fast charge. Then he has 3 Noble Germanic Horsemen on the right, 3 on the left. Ooh, never mind. 3 Noble Germanic Horsemen on the left is what I meant to say, and 2 on the right with a Noble Gothic Lancer. Then up front we see a lot of Germanic Hurlers, actually. 3, 4, 5 Germanic Hurlers. On the left we have some, a mix actually. Gothic Volksmen, Gothic Palatino Defectors, and Gothic Warband. In the center, we have, looks like 2 Gothic Volksmen, and on the right, 2 Gothic Warband and a Gothic Palatina Defector. So that would be, those would be our builds. Quite interesting, for sure. 1 second, though. I have to check something, but you can see the game without my commentary for a moment. Sorry about that, I'm back now. So let's watch the engagement. As you can see, I'm gonna pull away my Germanic archers because I don't want him to get shot at. And I'm precision shooting into his noble Gothic lancers here, already doing a lot of damage. And as you can see, this unit doesn't have a good missile block chance and doesn't have as good armor as and health as the noble Germanic horseman, which is why I guess I'm targeting it. And here I'm gonna start engaging. My unit isn't slowed down, so it has a slightly better charge than his. So, and my noble Cav will beat noble Germanic horseman, by the way. So now I'm doing the good old thing where I'm pulling back my right flank and attacking on my left. Targeting this cav, which is actually a bit of a mistake by me because it's a lot of friendly fire actually. I'm gonna get in with Vandal Berserkers though. Into the fray here, his noble Gothics should go down. Here I'm gonna go in again, Vandal Berserkers against Gothic Palatina. Pulling back on the right, and here I do the same thing that I usually want to do. Well, that I did in this Panda in the previous game. I get units behind him, so I'm gonna rear charge here. Very important, but I make a mistake here. So I send in my general like this, my cav unit like that. That's not the best. However, that cav charge did not actually do anything with the Nobilani cav. That was a very weird cav charge. Here I get a cav charge again, but it's not the best cav charge, I guess. It's very weird what I'm doing. I'm like in the perfect position to go for cav charges, but it's not really working out. Here though, as you can see, I'm targeting his general. I'm trying to get him off the field because Royal units are very, very tanky. So here I'm going to get my general through, but the thing is, I think I'm slowing him down, or no, he is actually. So here I'm going to rear charge with my general. This is going to do a lot of damage, even though it's a really slow cav charge actually. Slingers just slow down the cav charges so much actually. But now he's targeting me with all these cav units. I have to pull out, but I lose a lot by pulling out. However, I break through on my left flank, which is nice, but he's breaking through on my right because he has a lot of superiority here. I still have some units in position. My general pulls out of there but loses some men. However, I break through again on my left flank. I have a lot of these units left. I'm sending in this Vandal Berserker unit to stop his noble Germanic horseman here. I don't want them pulling out. And here I'm going to try and go for a rear charge onto this Gothic Volksman. Still pulling back on my right flank and trying to target down his noble Germanic horseman, slow them down because I don't want them to come in. Here I'm going to... I actually lost the Vandal Berserkers here, I guess, due to friendly fire. I should have really been targeting some of these other units. As you can see here, I do actually hit this noble Germanic horseman, slow it down. Still pushing through on my left, but at this point it doesn't look great for me actually. But I'm gonna be able to destroy these units here. I'm still targeting his noble Germanic horseman here, which he makes a mistake because this unit doesn't actually move for some time, which means I can shoot at it a lot. So I'm doing flaming shot. I'm still slowing him down, and he's taking damage. But here his general is engaged and doing a lot of damage to my Vandal Berserkers. He gets another charge off into my Vandal Berserkers. This is a huge blob though, and that's a problem for me because if he targets this blob, which I believe he is, he's gonna do a lot of damage. So now I'm trying to separate the blob, which is good for me. I'm still targeting this noble Germanic horseman, which finally he's remembered about and he's gonna move in now. His general has taken some damage, but not as much as I would hope. I did get a nice javelin volley though with these Vandal Berserkers. That's for sure. And now he's trying to get into my Vandal Berserkers here, but I'm rapid advancing away from his charge, slowing him down with hurlers, and then counter charging with noble Cav. So I did take some damage with those Vandal Berserkers, but not enough. And now I'm going to pour in the fire and also send in Vandal Berserkers. Soon gonna target that noble Germanic horseman as well. But it's still not looking great for me here, actually. I still have my general, though. I'm taking down this noble Germanic horseman, and as you can see here, I'm gonna slow down this noble Germanic horseman, getting my general into this Gothic Volksman. Very important because now this means I'll be able to break through on my flank here. So I've got the Vandal Berserkers engaging the Gothic Palatina here. He's going to win here, and his Gothic Warband killing off my Vandal Berserkers, both of them here. But I've routed the units over here, and I'm hopefully gonna be able to stop his noble Germanic horsemen and get them off the field. I'm going to disengage here and go for his hurlers actually. He still has his general on the field, which I'm actually targeting with all my archers, so I want him dead. But here now I'm just going to stop this noble Germanic horseman and I'm going to kill it. But he has all these hurlers left. I'm still trying to take down his general, but I unfortunately do not. I'm not able to. I'm still doing a lot of damage to his general. Though, at this point it's just very close here, as you can see. But he has the advantage, because I only have one decent melee unit on the field. It's a Vandal Berserker. He has a Gothic Warband and a Gothic Palatina Defector. Some hurlers with ammo still. So I'm actually targeting the Gothic Warband here, doing a significant amount of damage to it. With, I believe I'm heavy shotting into it, so it's as much damage as you can do, I guess, to the Gothic Warband, but still not doing enough damage to it. It's not killing quickly enough for me, as you can see. And now at some point I'm gonna have to go around. I'm targeting the Gothic Palatina Defector, which is actually a huge waste because it's in Testudo, so I cannot really kill it. I'm gonna start pulling back. I'm pulling back all these units, and right now we're gonna see a very, very long engagement. I'm trying to flank him so I can shoot the flank of his Gothic Palatina Defectors, or shoot into his gen, or shoot into his Gothic Warband, because that would be the important thing for me right now. If I can shoot this Gothic Warband... Oh, I'm wasting volleys here into hurlers. That's really bad. But I route this hurler. That's very important for me. Any unit I route is important right now. I guess I'm going to have to get rid of this hurler next, but I don't have a lot of ammo left. That is the problem for me, actually. And his general is down to 19, so I guess I managed to get extra volleys on it. That's very, very good for me, of course, but I'm still not in the best situation in this game, actually. I'm still targeting his Gothic Warband, and I'm shooting their unshielded side, and now their rear, so the damage done was... I mean, I did some important damage there, but the thing is, he's taking down a lot of my Vandal Berserkers, so that's not good for me. And here we're gonna have the engagement finally starting. I'm getting my Vandal Berserkers in. I'm gonna be able to kill this hurler, but now I believe even if he does friendly fire, he can still kill my Vandal Berserkers. That unit's gone for me. And ooh, this is the important part. So this Germanic Archer that I have here, I'm trying to make sure that I target with Flaming Shot his general. It looks like I am gonna be able to, but he just gets out of range with his Royal Sionis. And here's the important moment. I'm trying to go for his general, but there's this hurler. He has this Gothic Palatina Defector facing in case I charge my Vandal Warlord in. But he's doing a lot of damage here to my Vandal Warlord. Now, he's going to still move around his Gothic Palatina Defectors, but he knows that he can use this Gothic Warband to kill my units over there. I'm still trying to chase his general here. And yeah, the Vandal Warlord here. Now I'm going to try and disengage as I'm actually firing at him. He's down to 12. Do I get a shot off on it? I do, but I don't really kill anything again. So the morale of his Vandal... he has 4 morale on his Royal Sionis, barely not routing for me. So at this point I'm like, oh no, why? Now this Berserker over here is actually doing very, very well against this Gothic Warband, so it might route it. And here in melee I killed the Germanic Hurler and still have plenty of this Germanic Archer, but my general has taken some damage to these hurlers. And his general is soon to be dead. This Vandal Berserker is still in... sadly for me, this Germanic Archer routed, but I'm managed to shatter his unit over there. I'm sending my Vandal Warlord around, and I'm trying to keep flanking him and flanking, but this is difficult here. So I'm still trying to chase off his Vandal Warlord. Now he's gonna go in here, and my unit is Berserk. So that's kind of good, because it means it's not gonna route, and it's gonna continuously do damage. But here I'm still trying to chase his general, because I have 41 men in my general, he has 12. And I have this archer, which I can use if needed be. It has like, how many? 1 or 2 more volleys? 1 more volley, which with Flaming Shot can destroy his general if I can get it off. So I'm targeting his general right now. But I lost my Vandal Berserker, and that's huge. And now here I cannot shoot as well. This unit for me, it's in range, but it's not actually shooting. This is one of the things that I hate with how it works. But here my Vandal Warlord takes a lot of damage, actually. And I managed to destroy his general with that volley. But here, look at my Vandal Warlord going down so quickly to the Germanic Hurler. It is insane. But now I think what I'm going to do is... So I engage this Hurler from the front with my general, but my general is not in a great shape to kill this unit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rear charge with Germanic Archers into this Germanic Hurler to hopefully try and route off the field. My general is wavering, but I pop Frenzy, so he's getting a lot of morale by actually killing this unit very quickly, and hasn't lost any men since being in the melee, but he lost like half the unit as he was fighting as he was getting shot at by that hurler. So that was massive. But now my general is in good shape. He has extra morale. So now I'm just going to be able to chase off his Gothic Palatina defectors. At this point, it is definitely winnable for me. If I use Flaming Shot, if I use Whistling Shot, this Gothic Palatina defector might actually rout. And if I get a proper charge off, of course, that is for sure. But this is, wow, this is insanely close right now. This is just unreal. So Gothic Palatina defectors here moving up in their testudo formation. I'm moving around my Germanic archers, trying to get a good angle on his Gothic Palatina defectors. But still I cannot. So here comes the engagement. No, I actually do not want to engage because he is... As long as he's braced, I have no chance here, I think. So what I have to do is I have to pop Whistling, I have to pop Flaming. And once I do that... As you can see, I'm moving up the Germanic archers right behind his unit. Now I'm targeting. So let's see, when do I decide to fire? I still have a little bit of ammo on that unit left. So I'm firing. Flaming Shot, and I kill like 2 of them, I think. Now Whistling Shot. I believe this unit is under both Fire and Whistling Shot, and now it's down to 4 morale, and it's dropping very quickly due to the charge. It's down to 0 morale, and it is routed off the field. It is routed off the field, and that is game. What a close game between me and Panda Warrior. But I take a 2-0 win here as well. Let's look at the stats. Vandal Warlord, lots of kills by him. Noble Handicap not doing so well though. Hurlers and Archers, some of them doing decent. Vandal Berserkers, this one 269, wow. As for his units, he didn't bring a single Thracian Oathsworn, which I found a little bit weird, the Ostrogoths, but he brought some nice units, these Gothic Folksmen, Gothic Paladin Defectors, and Gothic Warbands, so definitely a lot of infantry for him. And some of his noble Germanic horsemen definitely got nothing done. But anyway, that is the game and match. So hope you all enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I'll see you next time.